DJ Metal Craig of Craig's Maelstrom here. I have one of the members of Liv, Christine, with me today. Hey, how's it going? And would you like to introduce yourself and what position you do in the band?
Hi, it's wonderful to see you and hear you today. And yes, I'm calling you from beautiful Switzerland and from somewhere in the Swiss Alps where I'm currently living. And I'm very happy to release my seventh solo album, Amor Vincit Omnia. I'm the singer of Liv Christine, and I am Liv Christine.
Please give a brief summary of how Liv, Christine all got started.
Oh, I lost you for a second. Could you repeat, please?
Okay. Please give a brief summary of how Liv, Christine all got started as in your band.
How it all got started?
Yep.
Oh, ha. That was in 1997, 1998, actually. That was when I released my first solo album called Deus Ex Machina. But at the same time, and even quite a few years before that, in the beginning of the 90s, I formed a band called Theater of Tragedy with my friends. We used to live the very rugged west coast of Norway. We come from a very very dark place, but a beautiful place. And we formed Theater of Tragedy, and we started playing gigs and touring, releasing albums. And parallel to this, I released my first solo album in 1998, Deus Ex Machina.
Okay. I believe you were in Lee's Eyes. I was a fan of their band, that band, and the song Elegy was my favorite that you did with that band.
Oh, yeah, cool. That was Leaf's Eyes happened a few years later. And that was like 2003, 2004. When things started to happen, I was out of Theater of Tragedy, but released my first album with Leaf's Eyes. So that chapter of my life ended in 2016, beginning of 2016. So, and since then, I've been, well, actually, since 1998, I've been releasing solo albums. So, but I've been in two bands, and yeah, Elegy was probably one of the highlights of Leaves Eyes. And we toured a lot in the States during that period, during the Elegy period.
Who designed the Live Christine band logo?
Hmm. That was actually well, I got somebody taking care of my homepage, and she actually designed it for me. But it's been, my handwriting is kind of I have a special handwriting, and the logo is based on my handwriting actually.
Who's all in the Live Christine band lineup and what instruments do they play?
Could you repeat that, please?
I said, who's all in the Live Christine band lineup and what instruments do they play?
So Roland is playing the keys. I've got Björn on drums, and I've got Sasha. He's my composer too. He's my guitar player and male singer for the clean vocals. Toby is playing the bass, and it's me on vocals. And every now and then we have a guest singer, and that is my husband Michael, for for the extras on the shows. And he's also on the album, on the title track Amor Vincit Omnia. But my husband is not a band member. He's always extra. So that's it.
What are the band's immediate music career goals?
Sorry, please.
I said, what are the band's immediate music career goals?
The goals.
Yeah, as in music goals, like immediate music goals for your band.
Mm, well, actually, we always work in a completely open-minded way. So, and I'm always open to how creativity unfolds. So I would never say that an album has a goal. And my audience is used to me being very open-minded, and there is always uh uh there's well, there's nothing to expect actually on a new release, because anything can happen. But you see and hear where I come from, and there is always something new and exciting added on a new release. But I never made an album for other people to like me more, or to say this is great. I'm releasing albums because they're part of my left path, and it's part of my authentic self.
Well, before we get into the new album and talking about it, I just want to say I jammed the album thanks to Metal Records. It's absolutely awesome and amazing. The vocals are very strong and powerful in it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and I'm very happy to work with Metalville as well, because when you pick up the phone and you call somebody, somebody answers, and there is a immediate response, and we have a great communication, and that's Metalville is a great new chapter in my career.
Hopefully, I get the album title right. How did you come up with the album title for Amor Vincit Omnia?
The title,
Yeah,
well, I'm not a good Latin speaker. I know just a little bit Latin, and when I wrote the lyrics and the melody lines for this track, I thought it has to be in Latin, and um, you know, it means love conquers all, love is eternal, and that's exactly the message of the album too.
awesome. How did the cover for Amor Vincit Omnia come about?
Well, I've had, or I still have her, my favorite photographer, Marielle from the Netherlands. Every time we have an album coming up, she comes to stay with me for a couple of days, and we just make photos, and we have fun, and we just uh, let things unfold, and then after that we start working on the material and put a booklet together and the artwork together with Mark. Mark is the one who's responsible for the artwork. So I got my photographer Mariel, and I got my Mark, who takes care of the artwork. So then they've been around. They've been in my team for quite some years already.
Awesome. Just so you know, we're going to talk about my favorite song off the album now. What were the themes and concepts behind the song 12th February?
That's my favorite too, if I'm allowed to say so. 12th February actually came into existence during a walk through the forest with my dog on the 12th of February 2024. So it's a little bit more than a year ago, and it just came as a mantra. It came as a poem, and it was all there. And I'm glad to have had my cell phone with me that day, because I recorded everything in the forest, and then I went back home and recorded the whole thing for real and sent it to Sasha. So it's like it was that moment, that magic moment when it all just came to me. And it's also my favorite song on the album, and it's going to be the second single too. And we've made a video for it.
Just so you know, I think the album's very well balanced in general. I didn't find one weak song on the album, in my opinion.
Thank you. What a lovely compliment. Thank you from the heart.
This next one's a bit of a tricky one to answer, but a good one. Please give some vocal tips or advice for starting out vocalists.
Okay, so what you have to do is actually, well, you could get in touch with me if you want to. We can have a session or three, because I'm a vocal coach myself. And you find me on karmasonic.net, Karmasonic with a K. So please feel free to get in touch. but the thing is, you have to take care about your breathing. You have to know where your breathing is. Where is my source? Where do I feel the strongest? And sometimes people like to breathe um, from from a different part of their body than another person. So you need to find out about that. Where do I feel the strongest? And then I work a lot with very very simple vocal rehearsals. I call them tricks to get the vocal cords smooth and working the way you want them to be able to control your vocal cords. And all that stuff is actually possible through easy practice, very simple practice. And if you keep repeating that, it's like training a group of muscles, of a group of fine muscles. And I work with visualizations as well when I'm singing. Some tones have colors, and you can learn all that and have a lot of fun with that. So, but I work holistically. That means if we get in touch, I have a look at you. I have a look at your body, your system, your vocal cords, the way you sound, your ways of singing, manners of singing. So I want you to sing in your authentic voice. So I'm here to find that out with you, not to find it out for you, but with you. So you are the source, and I'm to find out what you need to really strengthen your authentic voice.
Right on. This next one's an even more challenging one. What advice do you have for people who want to form their own bands?
Okay, I would uh, I would make sure to write, to compose just 4 or 5 songs with a band. I mean, it's very easy to record nowadays, to record on one's own. In the 90s, when I started making music with Theater of Tragedy, we needed to go to a studio to record something. Today, you can do it at home. So, and then you see where those 3, 4, 5 songs take you. Is there a defined direction? Is there anything which makes us special? What is authentic with this? And you take a step outside, you get a new perspective on it, and you have a look and a listen from the outside to see, is this something which is me? Is this something which feels special? Is it going deep? Um, and then you start from there. So you start from a place of authenticity, and everything else, like, what do people say about it? Would there be a label that could be interested in promoting us? All that stuff comes later, but you need to find out who you are and what you want to give to the world first.
What social media outlets can the band be reached on?
Sorry, please, could you repeat?
As in Facebook, Instagram, social media outlets. Like what can you be reached on for the band for social media?
How you can reach?
Your
Aha,
band.
okay. Uh, do you mean how a band can be successful on social media?
Absolutely, yeah, that way, and also how they can be reached, like your particular band can be reached to talk to, like what falling in everything.
Uh, well, I would say that in the early times you had vinyls and cassettes and CDs, right? And today, the most it's well, you have some vinyl collectors out there, but it's digital, most of it. So you have to figure out on which platform you want to be presented on, and you have to take care that uh, that there is accountancies, that there are that you get something back from financially when your music is played around the world. So that you get paid for what you did, for what you released. So you have to be careful with that choice. But um, I I really do think that Spotify is doing a better job now than just a couple of years ago. I think it's better now for us artists to keep control of of the financial part, because it's not that many years ago and you just knew you're on so many portals and you don't earn a penny, right? So you have to be careful.
Okay. Just so you know, we got two more questions for the interview, and I'll need the station IDs for the radio station after that.
All good, all good.
The second last question in the interview is, what is your opinion on artificial intelligence art and whether it should be used to design album arts?
It's a very difficult question. It is. I haven't made up my mind yet about it, but the thing is, like, uh, it's not that long ago when everything turned digital and we didn't know what to do about it. We artists had no clue how to earn money on it, how to collect money, how to take care of your rights. Uh, but things have gotten better. But still, that thing with AI, we're just at the very beginning, I think. It For me right now, it feels like a dangerous place to be, but I haven't really figured out what to do about it. What can we do about it so that everybody feels safe? But we need to be careful because, yeah, it's still, I own my voice. These are my two vocal cords, and if if somebody else wants to play on them, um, they're still mine, right? So it's a strange feeling. Yeah.
My opinion about the artificial intelligence art, I think they should actually not be allowed to do it because it takes away from the actual artists who designed the album arts, like the actual album art covers, because it takes
Mm.
away from their money they could be making for themselves,
Mm.
in my
You're
opinion.
right. You're right. You're so right. Yeah, absolutely. I don't feel safe with it at this very moment.
Now, Lisa, was the last question of the interview. What can you inform people about that we might have missed in this interview about Liv Christine that's new?
Oh, could you please repeat? I lost you.
I said, what can you inform people about that we might have missed in this interview about Liv Christine that's actually new?
What is new? What is new? Well, I'm just looking forward to the release of my seventh solo album, Amor Veget Omnia, and we're already working on the eighth solo album, so things are going really well, and for me, it's great to have both in my life, music and my daily job working with children with special needs. I have both, and I didn't study any of these areas, so I'm very lucky to have both in my life, and it's freedom for me to be able to choose how much I want to be involved in music and release albums, how much time I should spend on this, and how much I work in my daily life with children, being a teacher and stuff. And you know, it feels great to have this possibility to create balance, and I think that's what I've been looking for. So I'm turning 50 next year, and I see that there is a lot of balance coming up, and I needed that. So yeah, I feel great at this. Being 49, it feels great.
Cool. And that leaves us with the station IDs. Now, the first one is, hey, this is Liv Christine of Liv Christine, and you're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
So, okay.
Mangled Music Radio is the station name. It's, hey, this is
Uh,
Liv Christine of Liv Christine, and you're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
I didn't get the. I got the radio, but what was the
First
word
part was,
before it?
hey, this is Liv Christine of Liv
In
Christine, and you're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
mangled.
Yeah, Mangled.
Ah, mangled. Oh, great. Okay. So, hello, everybody. This is Liv Christine from Liv Christine, and you are listening to Mangled
Music Radio.
Music Radio again. Okay, Music Radio. Here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Liv Christine from Liv Christine, and you are listening to Mangled Music Radio. Rock on.
The second station IDs for Craig's Metal Storm, same as the first one.
Okay, so what was that? Metal Storm?
Craig's Metal Storm.
Craig's Metal Storm. Is that a radio station?
No, that's my personal show name.
Ah, so okay. Okay, great. Ah, okay, now I get it. I get it. Sorry, it took a while. Hello, everybody. I'm Liv Christine from Liv Christine, and you are listening to Craig on Metal Storm. Rock on.
Thank you very much for the interview. Thank you to Nathan and Middleville Records for setting us up for the talk today. You have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you so much for getting in touch. I wish you all the best and hope to meet you someday. And thanks for doing this for me. Thank you so much.
If you ever come
Take
up to
care.
Winnipeg, Manitoba for a show, please have your label let me know.
Absolutely. Be safe, Craig. Thank you so much.
Bye.